Hey guys, welcome to another High Homes video. Today we're with Cass.
Hi guys!
And we're going to be talking about a super interesting topic. We're going to be talking about relocating to Spain. The ins and outs, everything you need to know, guided by Cass's experience and some of my input. So we hope you enjoy it. Are you guys ready? Let's go.
Presente. Here we go.
Let's get loud, let's get loud. Turn the music up, let's do it. Come on people, let's get loud.
Welcome back guys. First of all, before we keep on going, below right here is the button. Subscribe yourself to the High Homes YouTube channel so you can stay posted with videos just like this where we can keep you guys up to date with the latest property tours, property developments, area guides, and cool content just like this that is relevant to you. Relocating to Spain, the ins, the outs, the real life story by Cass, coming shortly. So let me give you guys some context. Cass, we met last year.
Yes.
We're super happy to have you on board.
Thank
you are
you.
part of the High Homes team. You are now working and helping clients that were in your position a few years ago. You're helping people relocate, and I thought you are the perfect person to have this conversation with, so you can enlighten us and our viewers, our audience, and our subscribers on the process of relocating to Spain.
And I'm so happy to do this, so thank you.
No, absolutely amazing. So I thought maybe we could start by giving a brief intro in who is Cass.
Yeah. So guys, my name is Cass Weingard. I'm a team with High Homes. So happy to be here. Myself, my husband Luke, and my two young boys, age 4 and 5, we relocated 3 years ago now, and we're just so happy we made the move, and here we are.
One of the, most relevant experience that you can share with us, Cass, is, you have a young family, because generally speaking, like when I first started in real estate, now nearly 13 years ago, most of the people that relocated were, generally older, right? And what we're seeing now is, more and more younger people, right? People like yourself with 2 small kids, mid-30s, mid-40s even, relocating to Spain from Northern Europe, from Canada, America. So let's say like you've got a perfect life set up in Canada, in your case, Canada.
Yeah.
How does this happen? Like, where does the sort of idea of relocating to Spain, so how does it happen? Tell us.
Yeah, so my husband and I, it was a unique story. We always felt, Spain was calling our name for multiple different reasons. We got married in Spain. We always knew we wanted to, relocate here one day, but maybe it would have been when we were retired or whatnot. But thought, why don't we do it now? Why don't we raise our children in a place that we really want to be? So we took the plunge, and here we are, 3 years later.
That's incredible. So what sort of, are the reasons you choose Spain? I mean, there's many Mediterranean countries. Why Spain?
So number one, we love the Spanish culture. Spanish, values, morals, it's always spoke to us. So number one and foremost, we love Spanish people. Secondly, Europe.
Well, actually, sorry about that. Spain is huge. So,
Yeah.
we've got, Costa Brava, Costa de la Luz, Costa Blanca. Why Malaga? Why Costa del Sol?
So we researched it, in depth, looked at all the YouTube videos, spoke to multiple online groups about why they chose the areas of Spain they relocated to. I think the Costa del Sol just ticked all the boxes. Weather, it's the best weather in Spain all year round. Vibrancy, it doesn't shut down in the winter. There's not really a quiet season.
Totally, yeah, I agree.
Malaga itself, it's one of the biggest airports in Spain.
That's right.
Direct flights from Malaga to Amsterdam. Malaga,
I mean,
traveling with...
you're quite right, because from Malaga Airport, you can be in any European capital within 2.5, 3 hours.
Exactly. So that was really, really important to us. The infrastructure from Malaga through the Costa del Sol is top notch. Language, Spanish, it's a beautiful language. I think when I'm hearing Spanish people speak, I'm like, oh, I just need to learn it. I need to really dial into it. It's a beautiful language. So for our kids to learn Spanish, you can use it in different areas of the world. The Costa del Sol is, the community here it's very international. There's like-minded people. There was one point we thought we were crazy for jumping our family and moving to Spain. But here, you find so many people who are doing the exact same things and who are thinking the same thing. So it's a wonderful international accepting community.
Being myself Spanish, born here, this is what I know. I've traveled, quite a lot, but I've never lived anywhere else, right? So for you, Cass, coming from Canada to Spain, or coming from Canada to Malaga, because Spain is very big. What were the main sort of cultural differences you found moving from Canada to Costa del Sol?
I think for sure this one, and everyone would agree who've moved over here, is it's a very child-friendly, accepting country. And you would know this because you're Spanish, but Spanish people are very close to their families, is why we moved here. It's so nice for families, and
That's amazing. So we're talking about cultural differences, Cass. What other cultural difference would you sort of say that
The best thing about living in Spain, and especially the Costa del Sol, is the outdoor way of living. We are always outside, we're eating outside, our kids are running and playing outside all day long. We have the beach, we have playgrounds, all the restaurants, tapas bars. You're sitting outside. It's a very different way of life. It's more active. My children aren't sitting in front of the TV. We're literally outside all the time. So when you're buying a property, make sure you like your outdoor space.
It's all about outdoor living,
It's
isn't it?
all about outdoor
You spend more
living.
time on your terrace than you do inside your house.
You really do.
Right?
You really do. And I tell my clients that all the time. Like, trust me, you're going to be outside a lot. So make sure you
A
like
bigger
that.
terrace is more important, or a bigger garden is more important than a bigger lounge.
I agree.
So when you moved over, at the moment you're in Estepona, but you didn't arrive there, you didn't land there. What's your journey arriving? Because Spain's, Malaga is very big coastline, over 160, 180 kilometers. Where did you land? How was your experience, traveling around and finding where you are now? Because you've got a beautiful place.
Yes, so the Costa del Sol has a wide range of beautiful international schools. So to be honest, we chose San Pedro specifically because of a school.
Hold on,
Yeah.
San Pedro. If you guys want to know a bit more about San Pedro, right there, if you click that button, you can see our San Pedro area guide. Go on.
Yeah, so San Pedro is a wonderful, wonderful, vibrant little Spanish town.
Yeah.
A part of Marbella, basically, but beach promenades, shops, restaurants, safe, for kids. So it was a no-brainer to start there. We rented our first year, and we were so happy with that location. But then we were on the hunt for a property. So a property came up in Estepona.
By the way, Estepona,
Yeah.
if you guys want to know more about Estepona, I'm going to say that every time we say location. Press that button and you'll be able to see our Estepona area guide. So,
Estepona, over our first year in San Pedro, we were, navigating the entire coast, mostly from Mijas Costa to Estepona, a little bit of Soto Grande, and we really fell in love with Estepona. The property we found is a beautiful townhouse right on the beach, so we really lucked out, and we're so happy we're there.
So for you guys that don't know this, on your Instagram every single morning, Cass does a video of her beachfront access, and you can see the dolphins jumping in the background. It's a beautiful location.
Yeah, it's amazing. So every day.
Every time you see a dolphin in the morning, you sell a property in the afternoon. That's the joke in the office.
Okay, I told him that the other day, but I swear it's true. I see a dolphin and I'm selling.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so you're happy in this place?
We're very happy. I mean, again, if you bring it back to outdoor way of living, our property isn't massive. It's a complete change to what we had in North America. We had a big house, a big,
everything in America is big.
Everything is
North
big.
America, sorry.
Here, we're just so happy because of our outside space. So we're very happy in Estepona.
So Cass, then that sort of ties in nicely with sort of right now, since you joined High Homes, you're helping people which were in your position, right, or were in your position. People from the North America, Canada, US, people from Northern Europe,
Yeah.
which are also relocating or buying a second home in Spain. How do you find sort of your experience? Does it help them?
Oh my gosh.
Do you share your? How does that work?
I've always loved real estate, but this because I'm so passionate about people relocating, I guess because we did it, there's so much emotion involved with it. So I think from my experience, now that I get to help all these people from everywhere, like you said, you know, more South Americans, North Americans, Northern Europeans, when I get to, you know, say, yes, I understand, yes, I get it, let's find you that right spot, let's take our time, because
It's such a strength. I mean, to have that experience, you know, yourself personally, and be able to understand where that client is in their
Yeah,
journey.
yeah.
I mean, all the questions you had, how does this work? You have the answers for them, and you've also lived through it, right? Like, you know, with myself, you know, being from here, this is what I know. I've lived here all my life. I was born here, so I can sort of try to understand what they're going through, but you can really understand what they're going through. That's
Yeah.
such a strength, right?
Yep, and I think like meeting the right people along
Yeah.
the way, you know, so 3 years later, now I have the right people. If I don't know the answers, now I have the trusted people to help with those answers, so.
What's the biggest challenge for you
Well,
to come to Spain?
everybody who's moved here will
Yeah.
agree, and you won't know until you get here, because you're like,
What
oh,
is it?
it's fine. The driving. The
Really?
driving is wild. Sorry, Kian.
No,
I
it's fine.
I know you're Spanish, but oh my God, it took me probably.
But we got places to go. We got paellas to
Oh my
make
God,
and
yeah,
things to
paella.
do, you know?
Yeah, like a slow culture and the fact that, you know, siesta this time, but when they're driving, it's
Fair enough. Fair enough.
it took me probably 6 months before I got behind the wheel.
You know what my clients tell me? My clients tell me that they find it hard that we don't have many acceleration lanes. Have you heard this?
Yeah,
It's
so
like
no one's
from,
gonna-
from,
okay.
from stop to 120, people find that hard.
So you're not going to believe this. So you picture a highway, guys, or a freeway, whatever, main highway, like people flying. To get on the highway, there's a stop sign. So you stop while cars are
So what
whizzing
would
by
you have in Canada? You have an acceleration lane.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, and then you're driving beside the highway forever, and then you go in.
Right, so in Spain, you just like press the gas and wish for the best.
Yeah, and here, guys, you can park up on the curb. Like curbs, like just park up there. Or squeeze your car in the tiniest.
That's so funny.
But it's great. I think my driving's improved since moving here.
A few
so.
new scratches in your car, I've seen.
Don't tell Luke.
So, Cass, we're so happy to have you on the team. We're so happy that you can share your experience with our clients and guide them and offer your perspective on things. As always, guys, we're going to keep on working hard to bring you some of the best, well, not some of the best, the best content in this real estate market to you. Ciao.
Presente.